Hey, what is up, mortals? Welcome to Season 1 Part 3 of What If Deku Had 100% of One for All. I just wanted to greet you guys by just saying, sit back and relax, you're in for a treat. So, we begin. Where we left off last time, the USJ incident has just begun. A large group of villains has teleported in through the Warp Gate quirk. The students of 1 are questioning where they came from and why the alarms aren't going off. 13 and Eraserhead discuss and agree that getting the students out of here is the best course of action. The students begin to rush towards the exit, while Eraserhead goes and attacks the villains to hold them off. 13 stays close to the students to defend them. Just then a purple and black portal opens and the students are split up just like in the anime. This time, however, when Izuku is stuck under the water with the villains, he would get ready to throw a punch, but before he can, Sue grabs him and Minda and gets them out of there. From the boat, Izuku thinks of the best way to try to take out the villains. Izuku would decide that the best way would be to get the others away. So he grabs onto Minta and Sue and jumps over to land. He lands, creating a crater. When he jumped, a massive wave was pulled from behind him as he moved at his top speed towards the land. The ship that he jumped from explodes from the force that he applied to it. As he looks at the massive wave that is coming towards them, he quickly gets ready to throw a punch. He yells Detroit Smash as he throws a controlled 5% smash that rips apart that whole area. Thankfully, the villains were towards the side enough that the sheer pressure from the punch didn't pancake them on impact. Suddenly, a massive black figure appears in front of the 3 students. Minta is terrified. Sue is in shock and Izuku is worried. The black figure just stands there as a portal opens and the leader walks through. The leader says, "Namu, kill these 3. Izuku instinctively moves, activating One for All in his legs and arm. He vanishes and moves over towards the Namu faster than the eye can see, faster than even the Namu can react. He hits the Namu with 100% of his power. This Namu that was designed to fight a weaker All Might is hit by an Izuku who is just as strong as All Might in his prime. The punch hits the Namu and nothing. The Namu barely flinches. A look of pure fear goes over Izuku's face. Izuku says, "No, I hit him with everything I had, and it still wasn't enough." Deku begins to back up as the Namu goes to swat him. It's at this point that Ida escapes to go get the heroes. Meanwhile, back with Deku, he focuses One for all throughout his body to try and block the hit. The Namu hits him and Deku is sent flying into the wall. He just lays there unconscious. The leader laughs and says, "There goes the mini-boss, now to just kill the trash." Minta, out of fear, starts throwing sticky balls at the Namu. The Namu just lets them hit him as he moves towards the 2. Sue grabs Minta and tries to jump away, but the Namu grabs her leg and pulls them down, slamming them into the ground. The Namu then goes in to finish them off when the doors open. All Might has arrived. All Might quickly speed blitzes the villains on his way over to the students. The students notice something. All Might, he isn't smiling. All Might works his way to Minta and Sue over the course of about 5 seconds. He leaves behind an area filled with unconscious villains. Izuku begins to wake up. All Might says to the students, "It will be all right now, because I am here." This causes the students to get goosebumps. Shigaraki says, "Looks like we finally triggered the boss event. Namu, Korajiri, finish this." The Namu jumps at All Might to attack him. The Namu throws a punch and All Might clashes it with his own. The Namu and All Might begin to move at super speed, blitz punching each other, causing massive waves of wind to push people back. Shigaraki goes around the side to grab Minta. All Might sees this out of the corner of his eye and tries to stop him, but when he turns away from the Namu grabs him and attempts to grab onto him. The Namu manages to grab him in his wound. This causes All Might to be slowed down just enough for Shigaraki to get a hold of the student. However, he keeps one finger off Sue, just so that he can use her as a meat shield. The Namu keeps All Might busy so that he cannot try to free the student. However, it's at this moment that All Might hears someone yell from the depths of his heart, "Almighty, smash!" All Might turns to see Izuku jumping at the Namu, hitting it with more than 100% of his power, sending the Namu flying back a few meters. It's in this time that All Might quickly moves to save Sue, grabbing her and knocking out Shigaraki in an instant. He then puts her down with the other students just in time to get back and block the Namu, who was about to hit Izuku. Izuku is shocked to see All Might standing there, blocking the punch from the Namu. That was reckless, young Midoriya. Thank you. All Might then overpowers the Namu by using more than 100% of his own power. All Might sends the Namu flying through the roof. Korajiri manages to get away, but he fails to bring Shigaraki with him. The other pro heroes arrive just in time to cover up All Might's weak form. It's at this point in time that Izuku notices that he broke his arm when he threw that punch. Izuku is taken to the medical room and his arm is treated. Eraserhead is also treated and the other heroes manage to take Shigaraki into custody. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm adding a new thing that I do at the end of each video and explain my reasoning behind certain events. Now to begin with, how did Izuku break his arm? I thought One for All had no recoil. Well, it has no recoil at 100%. Going beyond that still has drawbacks. That's what broke his arm. However, it's not as badly broken as in the series. It's only a slight fracture, since Deku used one for all throughout his body. Does that mean he will have full cowl from now on? No, it doesn't. He used that accidentally. Thank you all for sticking around, and I hope that you enjoyed. Before you leave, we would just like to let you know that We the Celestials has many other channels for your entertainment and viewing purposes. All the information you'll need is right below here in the description, so feel free to check out all the other incredible projects our team creates. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details will be in the description below. That's all for today's video, so goodbye and have a divine day.